Hello guys, welcome once again to my channel and to today's episode of another prestigious scholarship in Europe. This is a scholarship offered by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Romania, which is also in the EU. So this year they are giving scholarships to bachelor's, master's and PhD students. As you can see on the screen, there are several people who have studied under this scholarship, and you can see that it's offered by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for non-EU citizens. So if you are someone who is outside the EU, then you are eligible to apply for this scholarship. This is an annual scholarship program for foreign citizens offered by the Romanian state through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs based on government decision, blah blah blah. So this is very easy, and the first thing you need to know is that the applications are open, but the deadline is 12th of March 2025. So it's still open and you should put in your application. I'll take you through all the details that you need to know on how to do the application and what to know and all that. So how do we then start? So let's look at the first thing you need to know is let's go to about the program. So if you click on about the program, this is the page you get. So you first come down here and then you see all the conditions that you need to know about the program. So first let's go to the general conditions. So if you look down here, you see that the scholarships are foreign citizens from all non-EU countries except these conditions, but of course many of you already fit that. So you can read through all this, but the main thing is that you should be a citizen of outside the EU to qualify. Then what are the main things to do? So you have to submit a complete file. You present your study documents issued by an accredited or recognized educational institution in your country. Comply with the enrollment deadline, which is 12th of March, and then you have good results in your education. So results are very important, and then you comply with the application methodology. So that is the main thing. But remember here they said that please note that scholarships are not awarded in the field of medicine, dental medicine and pharmacy. So if you intend to study in these three fields, you should realize that there's no scholarship for them as well. Now, like I mentioned earlier, the scholarships are offered in bachelor's, master's and then PhD. So if you wish to study for a bachelor's, a master's or PhD, then you are good to go. You can apply for this. However, there is something that you need to know. So check here. In terms of language, in Romania they don't speak English, it's Romanian. So the scholarship condition is that if you are applying to study for undergraduate or masters, then you have to be able to study in the Romanian language. So the undergraduate and masters are only offered in the Romanian language, but for PhD you can of course study in another language. So how do you then get to learn the Romanian language? One beautiful thing about this scholarship is that you get a 1-year preparatory course to study the language. So when you are choosing for the scholarship, you study the language for 1 year fully under the scholarship before you start your own program. So that is how it is. So you have to be ready to be able to study the language before you start your own course. So that is how it is. So these are the general things you need to know. Let's go to how to submit your files. So the scholarship application can be sent only through the Study in Romanian platform, and the platform links are here. So this or this, and I'll show you how it looks like. So if you click on the link, this is how it looks like. You need to create an account here. So I don't have an account. You create the account, and then when you create the account, you can then go and upload all the documents that are needed for it, and then you do the application. So that is how the link is. It's very easy. The platform can be accessed both in English and French, so you can do the application in English and French. It's very easy to do. Now the enrollment dates are all done here. They say enrollment period is 29th January to 12th March, which is the deadline. So please make sure that you apply before the 12th of March. And what are the documents that are needed? So you need copies of your diploma or your bachelor's, copies of your transcript, your birth certificate, first 3 pages of your passport or national ID, your CV, and then if you are applying for PhD, then you need some other documents. So for masters and bachelors, these are the few documents that you need, and you can submit them in English or French, which are all accepted. You can read further information here, but these are the most important ones that you need to know. So yeah, this is how the scholarship enrollment is done. When do they announce the results? The results are expected to be announced on the 30th of June. So you should be looking at the 30th of June, and then you receive what we call a letter of acceptance from the studies in Romania department, and that's it. What benefits do you get from the scholarship? So let's look at the scholarship package. And the scholarship package is you are exempted from paying registration fee. You don't pay any school registration fee. There's financing of your tuition expenses for the Romanian language. So like I mentioned earlier, if you are applying for bachelor's or master's, you will have to study in Romanian, and to do that they offer you a language course for the first year of your program. So you study the language for 1 year before you start your main program, and that one of course is covered. They also cover your main the tuition fee of your main program. They give you grants for monthly stipend. You get that. Whilst you are studying for the language course, you get stipend. Whilst you also study for the bachelor's, master's, or PhD, you also get stipend. Then there's also accommodation. So they give you an accommodation as well. And one beautiful thing is that local public transport is also free for you. So public transport is free, so you can move around the country as a scholarship holder. So this is how it is. You can read the other things that are needed, but these are the main information that you need to know. So that is the benefits that you get from the scholarship as well. There are other informations as well. If you want to come with a family, there are conditions. You can read through it. If you want to come with your family, there are some conditions to it, and if you meet the conditions, then you can come, of course, with your family member. So this is basically how the scholarship is. Very easy to do the application. Very easy. Bachelor's, master's, or PhD. So this is the frequently asked questions. If you have any question, this is a place where you can use to answer yourself. Who are eligible? How do you apply? Everything is explained here. What study domains? So let's look at the study domains, which programs. So you can apply for most study programs provided by the higher education institutions. So there are several institutions, and you can apply for many of them in almost every study domain. So almost every study domain. However, you have to realize that you can't apply for medicine, dental medicine, and pharmacy, which I mentioned earlier. So these are the 3 parts that are not covered by the scholarship. Furthermore, for bachelor's and master's, you can apply only for study programs taught in Romanian. So like I told you earlier, the bachelor's and master's are only offered in courses that are taught in Romanian. So you have to apply for that, and then you'll be given a 1-year preparatory course on the language before you start your main program. Is there an age limit? No, there is no age limit. So no matter your age, you can apply for this scholarship. And can I bring my family? So if you wish to bring your family member with you, please check the conditions for traveling to Romania. So we have to check here to see if you meet the conditions. Then you can maybe come with your family to Romania. So this is how it is. Very easy studying in Romania. All the information that you need is on this page, and I'll put the link in the description of this video for you to have access to it and go through. No matter the program you are looking for, except the pharmacy, medicine, and dental pharmacy or dental medicine, you can apply for any other course. So before we go, this is my channel. I talk about scholarship, study abroad, and work abroad opportunities. If you are new here, consider subscribing to the channel so that as you watch, I can bring you more videos on various scholarships. You can also have access to other videos on scholarships in the UK, Australia, Luxembourg, other parts of Europe as well. So check the page out, subscribe, share, and send it to others so that they can also have access to the benefits to this scholarship.